up guys, it's Animation Duck here today, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can clean your bearings. So the first thing that you're going to need is obviously, first of all, your bearings. I'm going to be using 3 bearings, so we've got our 3 bearings there. Next you're going to need some cocktail sticks. I'm going to use, or toothpicks. I'm going to use 2 guys, just because in case one breaks. Next of all, you have some scissors to get the caps off the bearings, and then next you have a cup. I'm using a plastic cup so I don't ruin a normal cup, and then finally a can of WD-40 and some white spirit. So guys, first things first, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first step that we're going to be going through is removing the caps from these bearings. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to just go ahead and hold that bit of your scissors from that bit, so you've got a good grip on it. Next, using the very, very, very tip of it, guys, just going to point it in and try and stick it in. Get it in as much as you can, and then lift, and you should find the cap just pops off. You're going to repeat this on the other side and with all the rest of your bearings, then you should be done. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do that. Also guys, make sure you keep that little rim there. That little rim has to be kept there, so just make sure you keep that, guys. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do the rest of these and then fast forward for you guys. Okay guys, so we have finished that, and we have now completed those steps. We have got our bearings over here, our 3 bearings, all these caps off. Now, these might have a little bit of grease on them, guys. You can just wash that off in a sink. That won't really have much effect on them. So the first thing you're going to do after this, guys, is get your cup here. I'm just going to quickly zoom out for you guys and move it back so we can get a better angle on this. And you're going to drop your 3 bearings into the cup. There you go, guys. Got the 3 bearings. So what you're going to be using these cocktail sticks for, it says grease inside these, so when the WD-40 goes inside, we're just going to be doing that. Shake the can, and just going to you're going to spray enough inside here, guys, to just fill it about halfway to the bearings. You can make sure there's a decent amount in there so it can just about cover them. Guys, when you're done that, you're just going to quickly wash your hands. You can tell that I got a little bit of grease there. So I'll be back in a second and I'll take the WD-40 away. Also guys, I'm just going to quickly say that you probably want some toilet paper or a kitchen towel when the WD-40 goes out. So you're going to put that, I'm just going to leave that there, guys, for a little bit later on. Okay, so you're going to take your cocktail or toothpicks, and you are going to take your cup and shake it around for a little bit first of all, so that they're kind of covering it. Shake it around for a little bit, guys, and put the cocktail in there, try to sort of get rid of all that grease, guys, that could build up inside of there. It's nice to give it a big shake. You can use the cocktail stick, guys, just to remove like the evident grease that you can see. Like if you can see any that's easy to remove, then you may as well do that, guys. So yeah, guys, just carry on mixing it around, making sure that most parts are done. So basically, guys, what this WD-40 is effectively doing is it's removing the grease that's put on your bearings, and that will give them a longer spin time. For the purpose that I'm doing, this can be for skateboards as well, but this one I'm doing it myself for fidget spinners because that's the craze at the moment, and I know that I'm about to do some DIY videos coming up soon on how to build your own fidget spinner, because some people may have the access to build one and they may not necessarily want to buy one. So let's just let this WD-40 soak in for a little bit, and we'll probably give it about 5 minutes or something along those lines, just to kind of 5 minutes of shaking or a minute or two of shaking. And although, guys, it does not look like a lot of WD-40 in there, it is important to put quite a bit in there, at least an alright layer. So yeah, guys, just carry on shaking. It'll carry on doing this for like a few minutes. It's up to you really whether you want really clean bearings. You could be impatient and then not go for too long. So guys, the white spirit that comes after this while we're shaking, I may as well tell you, the white spirit is supposed to then get rid of the WD-40, and we'll be left with pretty clean bearings spinning for a long time. So guys, just keep on mixing, and I think I'm going to fast forward this part because, for your sake, you guys don't have to sit here and watch me just shake this. So here we go. Guys, if it's not reaching enough, you may want to put a little bit more WD-40 in, so I might just go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so I actually just added a lot more WD-40 into there. I know it doesn't look like too much more, but it is now overlapping most of it. So, as far as I can see, they look pretty clean at the moment. But yeah, we're going to carry on going anyway, just so we can try and get everything out of this. and make it as clean as possible. Okay guys, it's probably up to you what you want to do, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys for how long you actually want to do this for, but as far as I can see, mine is mostly clean, so in a minute I can just take it out and actually just start getting all this WD-40 away, pouring it down drain or whatever somewhere, and then leaving these bearings to dry. Guys, it's important at this stage that you don't start putting water in it to try and get this WD-40 off. I know that seems like a reasonable idea, but don't, because it can damage the bearings, and you probably don't want to at this stage. I'm not sure of all the technical stuff, but I just know that you probably don't want to do that, guys. So carry on shaking, guys. I'm now just going to revert back to shaking instead of using a toothpick. I'm just going to carry on shaking for a little bit, and then we should be all good to go. Okay guys, so I've decided that is enough. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly pour this away, get this away, and then I will come back to you guys in a minute once I have done that. Okay guys, so now I have left the bearings drying on some kitchen towel over here. You're probably going to want to leave these like at least 10 minutes, or if not, then just clean them off methodically with even more kitchen paper, so that like each one, all the moisture of the WD-40 surrounding it has been all cleaned off, and the only remaining is inside where you can't really get to, and then we'll go about the next stage. Okay guys, so I'm back, and I'm just going to take a bearing, and I'm basically just going to clean it now, guys. Each one methodically I'm going to clean. And guys, so just remember that this white spirit that we're about to put in to our cup again, we're going to put in much more than we have with WD-40, considering that WD-40 is a spray, and it's not 100% intended as being like actually properly running like liquid. It's just supposed to be sprayed, but we did that anyway. So you should have your bearing here, and you should notice that your bearing is going to spin for a long time. It's going to spin for way longer. That is a smooth spin right there. I wonder if I can just focus in on this for you guys while we spin it. So that is a very smooth spin right there, guys. And I can still actually see little bits of grease there in between the cracks. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and clean those bits out, because even though it's basically been cleaned out by the WD-40, we still don't want any of this inside it. So just carry on cleaning that out, guys. I've already started. Do that with your toothpick. And yeah. So I'm just going to pause the video and wait for you guys to finish cleaning them with the last bits and then dry them. Okay guys, so we have completely finished cleaning all these out, which is quite good. They all spin for quite a while, so that is good, guys. Next thing, guys, put your bearings back inside the cup after you've cleaned it, and then we're going to pour the white spirit in. Okay guys, so now we've added it in, we are now just going to shake for a while, and leave it for 5 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and do the same thing and clean them up again and get all the moist off. Okay guys, so now it is done and we are going to now take it out. And now guys, you have ultra smooth spinning bearings that can spin for a long time. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching and bye.